Alrighty, guys, we are here with Chapter 1 of Love at Stake. A professional Cupid meet Lucian Redgrave, reclusive billionaire, wickedly hot bachelor, and vampire lord of New York. This supernatural hottie's got a deal for you, one that you can't refuse. So let's get right to it, people. This is Chapter 1 of Love at Stake. Kind of make rhymes, doesn't it? Vampire, stake. Anyway, here we go. Let's meet Lucian. Okay, choose my look. I just want to go with the blonde. That's brunette, or is that what? We'll just pick that. Yeah. Let's see. Hairstyle. Uh, eh, eh, eh. We'll do that. We'll do that. That's good. Well, we'll go with Amber as always, because Amber is always the girl that gives the most troubles. Girls named Amber, so we'll go with Amber. And let's go. Let's get it on here. Outfit. Oh. Oh. Let's go with that. Okay, Lucian. Let's see. Lucian Redgrave or Grove, whatever. Here we go. I'm Amber Sinclair, a matchmaking consultant based in Manhattan. You stride down the street, your heels clacking against the pavement. Although business isn't looking good right now, everyone's into phone dating apps these days. I hope things pick up. I love my work. Even my clientele can be pretty unusual. What's that mean? Wincing, you lean away from your phone as an ear-piercing wail blasts through it. Clarice, my date was horrible, Amber. He said he didn't feel a spark. Clarice, a werewolf you've been working with. What? Working with? Sniffles as you approach your company car. Shoot, I'm on my way to pitch a high-profile client. I can't be late. But I shouldn't leave Clarice hanging just because she's not a VIP. Ask her what went wrong. Tell her I have to go. Find someone. I'll ask her what went wrong. Let's see. Clarice, can you tell me what happened during the date? Well, we had drinks at the bar, then we were seated and ordered appetizers. Uh-huh. She pauses, then takes a nervous breath. And I might have asked how many kids he wanted. Clarice, didn't we talk about this? A loud sob in your answer. You caught me out of the office. I've pulled over, so sit tight and let me see what I can do. Balancing your laptop on your car's hood, you bring up your client's profile and scan through it. Clarice, a werewolf in his 30s. Her recent date was with a merman. What in the world? Merman is from, I forgot that movie. Anyway, who shared a 75% match rating. You muffle a sigh. I told my boss that 75% was too low. But Clarice has other good matches, maybe some eye candy or someone who's familiar-oriented like her. Zoolander's where they got that merman from. That's right. Okay, anyway, I suggest let's go with a hot line. I have a wear line available for tonight. He's hot like action star hot. And you two have a 80% match rating. The woman stops sobbing as you quickly scan her potential date profile. 80% is really great. I can call reservations at Callisti's for around 8 if you'd like. Can you tell me a little bit more about him? After a quick Q&A session with Clarice, you finalize her date reservation for tomorrow. Good luck, and thank you for choosing Fated Match, pairing mates together since 1704. Is this a joke? Giving yourself a mental pat on the back, you double check your watch. Okay, great, I'm still good on time. Good thing I left the office early. You climb into your car. In just a few seconds, you pull away from the curb, following your GPS instructions. Oh, we're at a mansion. Lucian. Did I get the right address? You crane your neck upward to take in the 10-foot tall gate and the Gothic mansion past them. Huge and imposing, the estate is quite dead with dark drapes covering every window. Totally looks like Dracula lives here, which means I've got the right place. To the human world, the mansion owner is a rich, powerful, and reclusive CEO. But to the supernatural world, Lucian Redgrave is the vampire lord of New York. How about that? Since he's head of the Redgraves, I need Lucian's buy-in to sign up any of his family members. I thought my grandparents were traditionalists, but they've got nothing on vampires. You grimace at the thought. Vampires give me the creeps, but I can't screw this up. Your phone buzzes in your hands and you see a notification from your boss, Vivian. You better not screw this up. Let's see. I'll do my best. Let's say that. I'll do my best. But you know how uncomfortable vampires make me feel. I don't care. You curse under your breath, wishing anyone else from the fated match were here instead of you. At least they'd have some kind of defense against a hungry vampire, but Vivian instead, the pitch has to be made by a human. And since your fated match, only human employees. We need Melissa Redgrave as a client. Convince her father, do whatever it takes. You wait for the or else to appear on your phone, but Vivian seems to be done with you. When I joined Fated Match years ago, we had a constant stream of customers signing up for our services. But business has been slowing down. Our client list is shrinking. Vivian thinks if we bring in someone high profile, the supernatural dating community will come flocking back to us. Someone like Melissa Redgrave, one of New York's top vampire socialists. Stomach churns. You heave your silver briefcase out of the car. You heft your silver briefcase out of the car and approach the gate. So here we are. Lucian. After a short conversation through the intercom with a manor employee, the mansion gates close behind you. Despite all the black, this place is really gorgeous. I guess it is a beautiful day to get eaten. What? A man in a stiff uniform opens the door. Miss Sinclair. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Were you the one on the intercom? The older man eyes you before turning aside. You are expected, if you will come this way. He seems friendly. So here we go up the stairs. Look at this. Wow. You can't believe your eyes as you enter the mansion's spectacular foyer. Of course, there's no natural light. Vampires can learn to stay awake during the day, but none are immune to sunlight. The servant stops in front of a heavy oak door before knocking. Miss Sinclair, to see Miss Redgrave. Wow. Yes, please come in. Look at this. After crossing the doorway, you study the woman's approach. The woman approaching you with a welcoming smile on her lovely face. You shift your gaze to the man sitting behind the mangling desk, and your senses go into hyperdrive. Tip: he might look old world for now, but Lucian Redgrave is of surprises later in this history. It's full of surprises later in this story. So Lucian Redgrave, here we go. Look at that. Choose his look. We'll go with the goatee there. Despite his old-fashioned clothing and frown on his face, everything about Lucian Redgrave spells beautiful and dangerous. He's Melissa's sire, the one who's turned her. Among vampires, they share a familiar relationship. It'll be hard for Melissa to go against Lucian's wishes, so I'll need to convince them both. Introduction time, I'll go with... let's go with casual cheer. Let's do that. Lucian, Melissa, it's so nice to meet you both in person. It's so beautiful. I'm Amber Sinclair, a representative of Fated Match. You step forward and offer a hand to Lucian. He stares down at you as if inspecting a foreign object before taking it in his cold, long finger grasp. How charming. Melissa, on the other hand, takes your hand and shakes it enthusiastically. I've wanted to try your service for decades. My friends rave about your matches. Maybe this will be easier than I thought. We know our business. We have very high success rate for those looking for long-term relationships. Exactly what I need. I'm ready to settle down. My daughter is clearly interested in your company. I, on the other hand, have my doubts. How can anyone promise to match mates when the bond is so innate, so unpredictable? You try to ignore the way his deep voice seems to ripple along your skin like a dark caress. You're a walking happy meal to him, Amber. Sexy, voice, or not, remember that. But this meal's got more than one toy in her arsenal. I need to win him over with my special touch. Let's see. His strong family. Let's do that. You smile and nod at Lucian, your expression carefully open and patient. I understand your concerns completely. I would be cautious too. I can only imagine the concern a father feels for his daughter, but you're right to be protective when family is involved. If you can tell me your thoughts, I'd love a chance to address them directly. Let's see. Lucian is still silent as you gingerly walk towards his high-backed chair in front of his desk. You lean the briefcase on the floor next to you for a moment and fold your hands in your lap. You directly look at him with your head tilted to the side, and he looks directly back at you. You can't help but get lost in his intense blue eyes for a moment until he speaks. I think it should be fairly obvious, Amber. I don't believe your matchmaking services can possibly be anything but a waste of time and money. The mating bond is too. His voice drifts off, and his eyes travel from your feet over your body and to your face. Well, it's simple, too primal to be quantified. Wow, what was that? Get yourself back into the conversation, Amber. Mr. Redgrave, please let me explain how this works. Our system is time-tested and produces results. You place the briefcase on his desk and open it before him. First of all, let me assure you that we're very aware of the elusive nature of mating bond. That's why we mix science with matchmaking. You turn to Melissa. Melissa, if you decide to sign up, I'll take a swab of the middle of your cheek and as well as a hair sample of your hair. As you talk, you hold up the various tools used to collect each sample. We'll collect pheromones with this tissue and trace venom if you produce any. And if you have any other gifts that create a scent or other physical effects, I'll need a sample of those too. What do you do with your collection? We read tea leaves, hold a whatever, run it through a computer. Let's do that. That's obvious. Well, the first run your samples through our lab. The process distills your physical essence, allowing us to run it through a computer program. Then we run that through our database, along with your personal preferences to find potential matches based on biological. We set our clients up on dates with matches of 75% or higher. Lucian doesn't seem to like it, does it? But a mating bond is much more than genetics. His eyes pierce through yours. What about instinct or fate? How can your computer program replace seeing your mate across a crowded room and knowing she is yours? Instincts can stuff it. He might be right. I need to change my tactics. He might be right. Let's do that. I hate to admit it, but science does its best, but it can't always replace physical attraction. like that kind of explosive passion that everyone yearns to find just once in their lives. You shake your head and dislodge the thought. You're in the wrong industry for that. Get your head together, Amber. Really now, I'm sure they've done all the proper testing and know what they're doing. That's right, I should keep my focus on my pitch on Melissa. I'm getting nowhere with Lucian. Of course, matches can happen without that 75% match rating. I can think of one delirious happy pair that only had a 30% match rating. And true mates do find each other without using our services at all, but we make the process a whole lot easier. That's fine by me. I think it sounds like great fun. I still have my reservations. He gives you a speculative look. Lucian doesn't like it, does he? Are there many humans in the program? Here we go. That's a weird question he asked for. Let's see. Into humans? Let's do that. Well, that's obvious. We're tasty to him. We have several. I'm the only human on the management team. But we have human clients who date supernaturals. And how did you find out about the supernatural world? Not many humans have knowledge of it. You stiffen in your seat. It should be a normal question, but that's part of my past. It's why I don't like vampires. I don't know if he picked up on it. But he might think I'm being dishonest with him if I hold back. I'm going to tell him nothing. I'm not the one signing up for matchmaking services today. I'm afraid I'll be the one asking questions, not answering them. There's no guarantee that anyone is signing up for anything today. So you're saying there's a chance. Good attempt, Amber, but I've promised nothing. Yes. Almost done. I know he's got a bite on his mouth. He's got his mouth swelled up. You see it? What? His mouth swelled up where he caught one. Oh, boy. So close, so close. That was easy. Easy peasy. At least I distracted him from my personal life. Like hell, I'm telling him anything about me. This organization seems foolish and unnecessary. But Melissa is fond of telling me I need to update myself. Very well, Amber. I will allow my charge to become part of your organization on one condition. Here we go. I'm going to land Melissa after all. God, I better get a huge rage and party for this. Well, just say the word and I'll make it happen. What's the condition? A wicked smile curves his lips. You will sign me up first. If you can find my mate, I shall agree to Melissa joining your company. Can you prove what you claim, Amber? And there it is, people. Boom. So there's the start. Way to go. Love at stake. So there you have it. That was chapter 1. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time. As always, have a great day now. Thanks for watching.